Hello everyone, this is Dr.K.V.N.Rajesh, your host for the podcast. You all know that we are having these podcast sessions on the topics related to health, education and lifestyle. So today we are going to discuss one of the most burning topic, that is all about cybersecurity and artificial intelligence. You all know that cybersecurity is at crossroads. Governments are very much interested for digitization. Even you all know that all the companies, government sectors, they want to move to the cloud. Already they have migrated. So they are also willing to adopt artificial intelligence. And you also know that the attackers are becoming very smarter. So they are also using lots of artificial intelligence to do major attacks on the industries. So in this scenario, what will be the next coming to 10 to 5 years? What will be the situation? How it will be for the public sector? How it will be for the industries? That is what we are going to discuss with one of the experts who is doing a great job in this area, none other than Romy, our guest for today's session. So she is the security sales specialist, public sector at the rate of Google Cloud, and she is into this area since last so many days, and she is very active in LinkedIn as well. So we will be asking her some questions and knowing about the details that we want to know. And I request you all to watch this video from beginning to the ending. And if you really like it, do like, comment and share, because this is a very useful podcast which explores not only cybersecurity but also the artificial intelligence aspect, which is currently booming in the world. So not wasting your valuable time, let us move into the discussion. Hi Romy, thank you so much for sparing your valuable time. I am very much thankful to you for spending your valuable time here, and I know you are very busy, even then you have allotted your time slot. Thank you so much for that. So can you please introduce yourself to my audience?
Yes, of course. Thank you, first of all, for inviting me to this session. It's an honor for me because I also see you a lot on LinkedIn. So I'm almost 20 years in the cybersecurity world, and half of the time working with public sector customers, and the last few years in very big companies. So now I'm in Google, leading the cyber sector, cybersecurity part for the south of EMEA.
Okay, that's good to know. So Romy, I wanted to know, like, you are observing this trend of cybersecurity from so many years. So from your perspective at Google Cloud, what are the biggest cybersecurity challenges governments and public sector organizations face today?
So the public sector faces unique challenges from other customers, but let's say that three stands out. First of all, the legacy IT and the siloed data. Most governments has very old technologies, and also it's hard to secure and monitor and update all this information. And the data is often also trapped in separated and internal systems. So this is one difficulties. The second one is sophisticated nation-state attacks. It's not just attacks for the sake of the attack, but it's a real prime target with highly skilled and well-resourced nation-state actors. And the third problem, this is really a worldwide problem in any sector, is the shortage of cybersecurity talent globally. But particularly in public sector, where often they struggle to compete with private salaries and fast environment. So they have massive missions but limited resources. We miss especially with multidisciplinary experts knowledge in various things. So in system, infrastructure, cloud environments, automation, orchestration, and cyber. So this lack of knowledge is a crucial part of the transition to the public cloud.
So I wanted to know here, how is AI transforming cybersecurity? Is it more of a game changer for defenders or attackers?
So it's a game changer for both. For the attackers, it's for sure drastically lowered the barrier entry. So it's much easier to create attacks like phishing emails and other attacks. So it's much more easy and fast. But for the defenders, AI is the only way to keep pace with the huge volume of attacks that they create. And also it gives them, like, it filters 90% of the false positives. So this is thanks to AI, accelerating investigations and also speed up the response, because you have to be very quick, and time is money, and proactive defense. So you can create already some defense that are much more automatic, and you don't have to wait that somebody will come to work and to make this defense. What I actually am curious, and this is my curiosity, is how the new technology will actually improve the cybersecurity. Because from one side, it gives all this help and improves, but from the other side, it makes us or the people that are in charge number. So will it help, or will it make them less knowledgeable of what is going on, because they won't have the deep understanding of the system. They will just receive an answer from the machine that will tell them this is the result, but they will not be able to do the research by themselves. So this brings me to the last point that we spoke about, of the shortage of people. So how will we train new cybersecurity experts? Because the machine is doing everything. So how will they be trained? So this is my personal curiosity. And we'll see that in the future.
Yeah. So, Romy, here, what role does trust play in selling security solutions? Because you are into this area, you might be having lots of idea about this, especially whenever you go for this sensitive industries like public sector and all. What role does trust play in selling security solutions?
So trust is not just a selling point, but it's a foundational currency. In public sector, trust is obligatory for sensitive industries. You are not selling software, but you are selling confidence, and this is very, very important. So for me, there are a few points that we need to put attention on them. Is being compliant, but this is not me myself. Is the company that you represent. So you must meet all the requirements and the rules and the standards. Okay. And also you have to be operational. You have to have operational transparency. So if there is an incident, how do you handle it? Do you tell your customers? You don't tell them. It's very important to have the trust and how you tell them that, and when you tell them that. And most important is to understand the mission of your customers. So what is their problem? So how can you actually help to protect their issues?
Yeah, that is very good point. Understanding the mission is very important, as you told. Now, cloud adoption in government and enterprise has accelerated, as I already told in the initial point. So, what's one myth about cloud security you would like to highlight here?
Okay, so the main myth is that the cloud is less secure than many companies owns data center. So I have to say the truth. It's not true because most organization, the cloud is actually more secure. The cloud providers invest far more money, talent, and resources in securing their infrastructure than any single government or company can and able to do right now. So it's much more secure.
Yeah. So that's a good news for so many members listening to our podcast. Now, the thing is that with your experience selling software, SaaS, SDN, and hardware, so how has the sales conversation changed over the years? Because I see you bring with lots of experience. You have seen so many years in this area. So what changes happened exactly?
So in the beginning, we were speaking about product, then it transitioned to solution, and now we're speaking about business outcome. We're not speaking about myself, but what is it for you as a customer, and it's more value centric nowadays. So how
Yeah,
quickly I can solve your problem and your specific solution.
okay. So Romy, here I wanted to know, so if you had to pick one technology trend, say for example, quantum is also coming up, zero trust is there, SDN is there. So that will dominate the next 5 years. Which one will you bet on? Like, which one do you think will be more in the market?
So this is my opinion, of course. Everything is my opinion, but in this case specifically, so in my opinion, I would heavily bet on AI and specifically generative AI because it's very dominant and disruptive trend. While zero trust and cybersecurity is necessary and will always be there and will be always necessary, the AI engine is what will define how all the technologies will include security and how they will build and bought and used. So AI, in my opinion.
Yes. So everyone says so, Romy. So yeah, AI is the one which will be leading the world in the coming days.
Yeah.
So you have led the sales cycles from lead to production. So what's your framework for building strong partnership with customers in technology sales, especially the people who are hearing our podcast and who want to be following the paths of you in the career? So what do you say? What kind of cycles are there from lead to production?
So as a first, let's say, word, I would say trust advisor. And when I say trust advisor, it's not necessarily be the technical person. It's of course I need to know the technical part, but business first. So to understand their business, like the 3 top business priorities for the next year, or to understand the challenges and what their needs are, first of all. And then to also give them a measurable, something that you can measure. So you have one win, and then you build on that win another win, and then you can create a story and already build another win. And in the end, also try to find the champions in each company and to cultivate with that person a relationship, because if you have champions, so first of all, they become your advocate in the company itself and outside of the company. But also you need a person that is your I have no other words except the champion. So that will help you to move it in the company itself.
So here, if you observe, how do you balance between developing new accounts and growing existing relationships in the fast evolving tech market? Because that is one of the biggest challenge we face in general. So how do you balance these two things?
Yes, so I generally take let's say, adopting the 70-30 potential value. So 70% of existing customers usually, So again, building the relationship. What is your next big step? Understand what can we do next in the same account. And then the 30% of the new customers, new accounts that are not customers yet, to understand if there is an appealing event, if something is happening now, if they are being attacked now, or something actually happened, and you can give them help. You can offer them any help, incident response, or any help with experts. And if so, it creates also some kind of relationship. But even if nothing happens, then you have to create 30% of new customers.
Yes. So here, what advice do you have for young professionals who want to build a career in tech sales and cybersecurity? Because you are into this from so many years. So what advice do you want to give to the young professionals who want to come to this?
Yeah, so it's a bit what I said before. It's learn the technology, but you also have to be able to listen to the customer, to understand the business side of the customer, because otherwise you can't. If you come and just say about your product, it's amazing, but maybe it's not what he needs, so it's a waste of your time and his time, and you're also burning your chances for the future. So you have to listen very carefully. Build a personal brand. This is very important. If it's on LinkedIn or in podcasts, or go to events, and people have to know you and know who you are, and not the company that you are representing. Because if you are a person that speaks about cybersecurity, so you are becoming a trusted advisor in some way, even if it's not technical, as we said. And also, again, based on trust, and be a good listener, emphatic, and be able to guide the customers through their stress times, and when they're taking a very big decision.
Super. So you IT communities around cloud, cybersecurity, and AI. How do these communities help drive technology adoption and awareness, Romy?
So I love communities. I think it's something spectacular. I take a part of several communities. So it brings trust through our peers. So if I have a community of sales, I can ask question about sales. If I have something about cybersecurity, so it's another group. So you have each group, or even for women in cybersecurity. So it gives you the safe space where you can ask a question and nobody will judge you, but you will receive the answer that you need. So this is super important and super helpful, especially for new people in the industry. Second thing, in these places you receive product building, so you can really learn very quickly. And also you create advocates also there, because you understand who are the people that can speak, who are the people that would like to be more on stage. So you actually you come to places and you say, you are Romy from LinkedIn, I know you. So when you get to that point, so it means that you actually, or you speak too much, or you're saying something that resonates with somebody. So you have to find the right amount, but so it's very helpful to be known in the area.
Exactly. That's very nice. Now you have so many followers in LinkedIn, and you are the top 1% SSA rank holder. So how do you leverage LinkedIn as a platform for technology leadership?
So first of all, I wasn't like that. In the community, I was helped by very good friends to arrive to these numbers. Okay, so it brings me back to the community conversation. And in the first time I wrote a post, I wrote it and I shared it in like with 3 women, not men, and I asked her what's their what they think about it, and they told me what to change, and I changed it, and I was like, oh my god, I have to publish it, and it was very nice. But now I'm already writing by myself. I don't need anybody to adjust it, and I have already the experience. But I try to share news that could be interesting or not. But the cybersecurity community in the world, it's not so big. And anyway, we all have the same interests. So when you share news, it can be interest even for a small amount of people or a lot. So I share news, and usually I also add my perspective about that. I try to engage to a conversation and to make it more open to discussion. This is more difficult. And also I try to show the human side of cybersecurity. So sometimes I say something about myself, about my family, or about events, or about my community, or about my colleagues. So to try to make it much more human and personalized.
Super, Romy. Even I have followed your so many posts, and I have commented on them, and I got a very good response from you. So that shows your commitment for every comment you receive, and you immediately respond to that. That's very nice. And what excites you most about the future of cybersecurity and AI?
Okay, so what excites me is that we're not reactive to security anymore, but we're predictive and resilience. So this is really something that I really like. So and it makes me every time it makes me happy, or happy is not really the word, but it gives me hope for a better world. So predict the threats. It's first of all to spot signs of an attack before it occurs, and before the damage is done. So it's very crucial. You can really prevent attacks, and also defend automatically. So you can do so, as we said in the beginning of the conversation, instead of waiting for me to come or for the person to come in the morning and to open and say, oh my god, the crash. There are things that can be done automatically, even during the weekend, during the night, during the day, that you don't have to be involved, but be known. So you know that something is happening, but first of all, it was stopped, and then now you can see what's going on. So I think that the future is much more intelligence and resilience, hopefully.
Yes, hopefully that happens.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Romy, for sparing your valuable time. It was really awesome to interact with you, and it is a very learning experience for all of us. Thank you so much. We wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you, Romy.
Thank you very much for your time. It was a real pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.